Hello, this is Seshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. Today, let us continue with the Surya Yogas, that is the solar yogas. This is one of the solar yogas known as the Budha Aditya Yoga. Budha plus Aditya becomes Budha Aditya. So, Budha means Mercury and Aditya means Surya. So, when both of these are conjunct, Budha Aditya Yoga happens. So, as per the Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, the definition is that when both of these are in one Rashi, in a single Rashi or conjoined, the yoga happens. Nothing has been told with regard to the combustion, or nothing has been told with regard to retrogression of Buddha, or nothing has been told with regard to the distance between Surya and Buddha. This is all left to us to estimate. So, it is not that we need everything, like spoon feeding. So as an astrologer, as astrologers, we need to do our research. So when I did research into this subject and understood whether the Budha Aditya Yoga, such a common yoga that since Buddha is very close to Sun always, so in most of the charts you get to see Budha Aditya Yoga. Some of the charts you don't get to see, but still 30% of the charts will have. Out of 130 of the charts will have Budha Aditya Yoga because of that proximity of Buddha to Sun. So what happens in Budha Aditya Yoga in normal circumstances is that we would directly go as per the rule, that the Buddha and Surya should be in one Rashi. So this is where the difference comes because I was talking about the same thing when I cleared the doubts that I practice a methodology wherein I do not take 10 degrees of Buddha from Surya as combustion, because there are many books which take 10 degrees as combustion or anything within 10 degrees from Sun. I take Buddha till 3 degrees because it's an exceptional planet. It becomes brighter and brighter as it goes near Sun. So these points have been referred from many books, many authors who have been great authors of astrology, and I'll just give you an example as to what I am trying to tell here. So let us put Sun here. Let us say it is 23 degrees, and Buddha, that is Mercury, is there in the same Rashi at, let us say, 17 degrees. So here what has happened is the difference between Sun and Mercury is 6 degrees. So usually if we see, many people think that Buddha has got combust because it is so close to Sun. So I don't take this 6 degrees of combustion, I take 3 degrees. This is my personal view. So people can differ with that. That's their analogy, how they analyze this particular thing. But still, this yoga is perfect. It's 100% Budha Aditya Yoga has happened here. So some people think that it should be a little far away, sir. It should not be so close by. So let us make it at 10 degrees now. So when it is 10 degrees, the difference between Buddha and Surya is now 13 degrees. So I think now people will agree that it is greater than 10 degrees. So hence the combustion is not there. So it is not combust. So when it is not asta means setting inside Sun. So it has not got set into Sun. So that means it is far away from Sun and it is fine. So this Budha Aditya Yoga is a very strong Budha Aditya Yoga because it is in the same Rashi and also it is well conjunct. There are some different types of Budha Aditya Yogas, so varieties of Budha Aditya Yogas. So the point is that if we have Sun here, exalted Sun, let us take at 5 degrees exalted, and Buddha is here, it is debilitated at, let us say, around 26 degrees. See, the point here is, if this is Budha Aditya Yoga, if people tell this is Budha Aditya Yoga, if people tell no sir, only this is Budha Aditya Yoga, this is not, then I will again raise a question mark, I will raise a debate. Like the difference between Buddha and Surya here is 4 degrees to finish this Rashi and then 5 degrees here, so the difference is only 9 degrees. So okay, now they will tell it's combust. So let me know. Decrease the degrees of Buddha. I will decrease it to 20 degrees. So let us make it 22 degrees. So 22 degrees, the difference now is 8 plus 5, Once again, it is 13 degrees. So I have equated it. So now, how come this is not Budha Aditya Yoga and this is only Budha Aditya Yoga? Both are 13 degrees. This is 8 plus 5, 13 degrees. This is 23 minus 10, 13 degrees. So that means our understanding of the yoga itself is wrong if we think that only here the yoga happens and here it doesn't happen. So we should take Budha Aditya Yoga from Surya itself. You should take 0 degree of Surya. You should make Sun as the midpoint, and from there you should see where is Buddha posited. And if that is posited within the range of the Budha Aditya Yoga, then you should call it Budha Aditya Yoga. It's not that whether Buddha is posited in some other Rashi or not. In some cases, in this case, there is a Rashi Gandhantara between Buddha and Surya, and there once again another doubt increases. It comes here. It gets into the point. That is the Rashi Gandhantara between the Revati Nakshatra and Ashwini Nakshatra. Between the Rashi Gandhantara, will the yoga happen? It should happen, whatever the Gandhantara is. There are 3 Rashi Gandhantaras. One is between Revati and Ashwini. The other one is between Ashlesha and Makha. This Rashi Gandhantara. And then here it is between Jyeshta and Mula. So this is called the Rashi Gandhantara. So Gandhantara Rashi, when that is Rashi Gandhantara here is because the nakshatra completely finishes here and it doesn't spread over to the next Rashi and it is totally cut off. So these 3 parts are totally different because of the nakshatra split. With all this, once again, why does the yoga not happen? That we should understand. So it will happen. As per me, the yoga will happen, and this Budha Aditya Yoga will give rise to a mindset of a person who is very intelligent, very sharp in mindset, good in mathematics, good in calculation, usually will go into commercial activities, go into business or commerce. So whenever we see a strong Budha Aditya Yoga, we should understand that this person is good in mathematics. Now, coming to the real essence of the Budha Aditya Yoga. So if Surya is here, I am giving you the third example here, just to make it clear. I have scribbled here a lot. So, and Buddha is somewhere, let us say, after Surya. Let us say Surya is at around 10 degrees and Buddha is at around 21 degrees. So let it be more comfortable for you, no combustion. No? Okay, 11 degrees gap. So this Budha Aditya Yoga is when Buddha is ahead of Surya. Buddha is ahead of Surya. These people show off their intelligence in the society. They are not going to hide their intelligence. So if let us say Buddha is here at 1 degree and the difference is around 9 degrees. So let us say within the Rashi. So there is Budha Aditya Yoga once again here. So these people will be silent and achieve a lot. They are also mathematicians. They are also having good brain. They are fast in calculation, everything, but they do not show off. They are not, they are more, I'll not call it as a person with inferiority complex, but still they are silent. They are more reserved. These people are not reserved. They are very outwardly. So they are outspoken and they openly talk about their achievements. So there are different types of Budha Aditya Yoga. That is what I was trying to tell you. Buddha when Nicha, also Budha Aditya Yoga happens. That is when Nicha Budha Aditya Yoga happens. In that particular Budha Aditya Yoga combination, the person's ego will be overriding or dominating his achievements. The same way, let us say a Budha Aditya Yoga happens when Surya is debilitated. Let us say it happens here. So here, Surya is debilitated in the sense that the confidence is low. This person has low confidence. But Buddha is well placed because it is in friend's house. This is called as Pramudita Yoga, I think. Shanta Avastha, Pramudita Avastha, I think Mudita Avastha. So it's a very good yoga, so it is strong. So these people are very good engineers. Though their confidence is low, their application, the science of application is good in this case, because this particular Rashi is a skilled Rashi. These people are business oriented Rashis. So people having Budha Aditya Yoga in this Rashi of Libra will be skilled and having more orientation towards business. I will talk about combinations in detail in my higher level classes like Budha Aditya Yoga in all the 12 Rashis and the 12 houses. So it will be a long discussion of one yoga itself, but I think it will take a lot of time to reach that point, because we need to do dasha systems, we need to go into transits, we need to go into calculation of the ascendant itself, and then we need to go into calculation of the dasha, which will be happening very recently after the yogas are finished with, and then we need to go into the muhurtas. Only after that I will be able to come to the higher level of delineation. Until then, regular delineation will be done after we do the calculation of dasha systems and the ascendant, and how to do the prorata calculation of the planetary standings for that particular day using Panchanga method. We can use the almanac method, we can use the ephemeris method. This is the almanac, this is the local almanac here. Here the Mysore almanac has been given, and from there we can even shift over and understand the positions for different countries and also different stations of India. So it has been given, all the errors have been clarified here. So this is a Drik Ganita Panchanga. People have a confusion as to what is Vakya Panchanga and Drik Ganita Panchanga. Vakya Panchanga is as per the Siddhanta Sutras. Dirganita Panchanga is the same Vakya Panchanga, let us say, has been revised, adding and negating all the errors which have to be added and negated. So this is an error rectified, let us call it. So there are both Vakya and Dirganita in this Panchanga. So in this Panchanga we can very simply tell as to what is the Lagna going on now, which is the degree in which the Lagna is going, immediately we can tell. So for every year one Panchanga is released. Actually online we can get for 100 years also. So the reference methodology is a little difficult there. But anyway, I will teach you how to refer the Panchanga, and even I will teach you how to refer the ephemeris system, where we will be using the Lahiri's ephemeris, Chitrapaksha Lahiri's ephemeris, and then we will go into the ascendant, that is the table of ascendants will be used for it. So that is one thing. But once again, coming back to the yoga, this is a very common yoga but very difficult to analyze. You need to analyze it peculiarly specific, because this yoga is very important to understand whether a child will be able to do well in its schooling or not, whether the child has the capacity to learn particular subjects or not, whether the child is good in accounting or mathematics is to be understood. If Budha Aditya Yoga is strong, that means the child can happily carry on with mathematics, no problem at all. And once again, same thing, if Budha Aditya Yoga is strong, once again the person will be very good as a chartered accountant or as an editor, or get into a job like a accountant general's office, AG's office. So Budha Aditya Yoga is one of the strongest yogas which has to be considered for a government job too. So because Surya is involved here, Aditya is involved here. So this yoga is good for understanding whether a person can enter into IIT, whether a person can enter into IIT. IITs are very big institutes. They are the top institutes in the world actually. We consider Indian IITs as actually number one of the world. We have a lot of respect to these institutes, but the institutions are great, but people who study there, I don't know why they all run away abroad. That maybe because the opportunities in India are not that great. So once the government starts giving opportunities to these young fellows, I think Budha Aditya Yoga will remain in India and make India a better country. So we are all waiting for that. Anyway, someday it should happen. So thank you very much for today's class. I hope I have put across this yoga nicely to you people. Thank you.